Hey guys, we are a week and a couple of days into the Synthesis League, and I thought I'd make a quick video on the league mechanic. I've seen a lot of videos, statistics, and complaints on Reddit, I guess, about the league mechanic and how unrewarding it feels, and how not worth your time it is to run. So before I just stopped running it altogether, I wanted to do my own test, and yeah, this is that video. Welcome. Let's go on an adventure together. I actually recorded this intro before, and then too late realized that my mic's audio was pretty scuffed and you couldn't hear half of what I was trying to say. So I'm re-recording the intro, but now I'm at a stage where I've already run my path, so you can't actually see how I set it up. So what I'm going to do is watch the video that I recorded before and commentate over the top of it, and it's going to be seamless and smooth. Here we go. Oh god, oh there's audio. Hang on, wait, half it's scuffed anyway. Alright, so what am I saying here? So I'm talking about my path. So I went for the juice node, so you can see this one. I'll just pause it for a second. This one's quant 53, pack size 37, which is pretty similar to most of them. We'll play it. Where are we? So this one's 68.35, 71.33, 70. Wait. How am I talking so fast? Anyway, they're all pretty similar. And yeah, I just went for the juicy nodes in terms of item quant and pack size that had 3 charges on them. I set up my path of 10, and like I planned it, and then when I was running it, I actually had halfway through sort of cementing it, I had reward node spawn on top of one of the nodes that I'd already planned, and then it like absorbed the node or something, and so I ended up only having a path of 9 instead of a path of 10, which doesn't really matter too much because you just get more memory modifiers on the 9 than you would have sort of spread them out more so on the 10. So it's not such a big deal, but you guys can choose to do whatever you want, I guess. Different strats, but that's how I did mine. And then after that, I just ran maps, got the nodes over here on the side, and pathed out to as many memory modifiers as I could. Once I got the memory modifier, I'd delete that path that I'd just taken, and then path out to another one as soon as I could, and just rinse and repeat until I had the maximum number of modifiers on my main path. What else? I didn't really go for those square things, like those glowing squares that sort of give you rewards for the, or like increased benefits for the nodes that you put on them. They seemed kind of unrewarding to me. I think I don't know, like I'd say there's probably a couple of decent ones, but overall, at least the ones at the time that I set up my main path, they were pretty unrewarding, so I just skipped over them entirely. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get right into it. I'm not even gonna pause the video because I've already run the thing. So this is my results. This is what I got. As you can see, I got a lot of fossils, a lot of div cards, some essences. It really depends on what nodes you get. You can go back in my video and pause it on the screen that has like the full list of nodes that I got if you want to see what they were. Maybe I'll make a list of them, or I'll take a screenshot of them and I'll post it below or something as well for you guys to check out. But yeah, I got some raw currency. I got enough breachstones, splinters to make a couple of breachstones. There is a definitely suspicious lack of maps. I got one tier 13 and a tier 5 map. And I would like to write a strongly worded letter to Chris Wilson about this, because it's let's not talk about that. I also got one Kikazaru ring, which is 1/60th of a lore weave, so that's pretty cool. Rewarding content, by the way. Most of these div cards are pretty iffy, kind of meh, but not too bad. I got a cowed disposition, that's 5C by the way. But I'll bring up my currency cop so you guys can check that out. I made a total of 440.43 chaos. Poggy. A lot of which came from fossils and div cards. Obviously the breach stones were up there as well. Yeah, but when you take into account the fact that, yeah, it's 440C worth of stuff, but you know, if you scroll to the bottom, I'm not going to sell my one Glassblowers bauble for 0.26 chaos. I'm not going to go ahead and sell my, you know, like my 0.55C div cards for like trading up into chaos. I'm not going to go and trade my my one orb of horizon for 1.73 chaos. You know, like when you count all of that, or take all of that into account, it's more like, you know, maybe I'll get 300C out of it, and then I'll just end up with some random div cards in my div card tab. But that's alright. If you really love trading, then you can go ahead and make your 440.43 chaos pure. But yeah, I would say for the total amount of time that it actually took me to run my final path, this is pretty rewarding. But for the total amount of time that was actually invested, when you count, you know, the total amount of time that I spent setting it up, don't do it. Please don't do it. I probably made, when you count that, that's probably like 50C an hour if I'm lucky. If I'm being generous, if I'm being very optimistic, it's 50C an hour. When you compare that to past league mechanics, like last league with the Syndicate, you know, that sort of time spent running the Syndicate, you make a lot more money. You know, if you, especially if you're safe house blocking and you're doing your interventions and your research safe houses, just pumping out chaos. Like this should be, for the total amount of time, same amount of time invested, it'd be multiple more results worth. It's probably more like 1000C, give or take, at least double, if not more. More like 1500C. If you're efficient doing like Harbour Bridge or something. Compared to the league before that, Delve, you're looking at something similar, maybe like 1000C, 1000 to 1200C, depending on what sort of farming you're doing and how efficiently you're doing it. Compared to the previous league before that, Incursion, it's like, you know, Incursion's more RNG based, I guess, with the rooms, but at the same time, you're definitely going to make more than this on average. So I feel like overall, as a league mechanic, it is really not very rewarding. Having said that, a lot of players enjoy it not because of the rewards, just because it's such different content, which is fine if you enjoy running around and having, I mean, it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool, like running around and having fossils just dropping from random monsters, and, you know, essences from random monsters. Actually, maybe on second thought, maybe these essences were just normal essences. Not sure about that. But you know, Breachstone splinters dropping from normal monsters, that's pretty cool. So, you know, not something I'd do again just for the sake of it, but fun while it lasted, I guess. But if you enjoy that sort of thing, then go ahead and do it. But my recommendation is to not do it if you are just purely doing it for profit. But yeah, you guys can make your own decisions and do whatever you want, I guess. Don't listen to me. That's pretty much all I've got to say. I hope you guys are enjoying the league as much as I am, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.